Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be. If you're watching live, welcome aboard. If you're watching at another time, we are happy. I'm happy you're here. Beginning a lot of various communications, emails, texts, etc. Rich, Dion Lim is still on the air, still anchoring at KGO TV, also known as ABC7. Now, I reported about a few months ago that she is wanting out of KGO, and there's nothing has changed. Few things, though, I do want to clarify and give you some inside information, which is obviously one of the reasons why you come here. Now, her contract is indeed up at KGO, ABC7, Disney, San Francisco, right there, 900 front on the Embarcadero. A few months back, Dion Lim, along with others, but let's keep it Dion Lim for this broadcast, went to the headquarters of CBS News 24/7. That's the new 24/7 streaming site that CBS is putting together. And she actually auditioned. I'm told she aced her basic audition and is all set to debut. It's just a matter of, contractual issues, compensation, the actual, notifications of all the parties that be that, hey, we want and have a new home for Dion Lim. Now, let me explain a few things, okay? The impetus behind Dion Lim wanting out at KGO was the fact, and this is not the only thing, but there are people there that she clearly doesn't get along with, and they don't get along with her. Many of them, notably somebody I'll mention in a few seconds here, are jealous, are envious. They see and are angry that, I'm not saying outwardly angry, but they're pissed off that Dion Lim is the star of the show over there. Sort of an unofficial emergence, which she has enjoyed. Look, I've said many, many a times, especially when she first came here, I wasn't a big fan of Dion Lim. I thought she was kind of, frankly, personality-wise, dim and sort of artificial. Her voice was kind of, frankly, odd. An opinion, but I'm giving you my opinion. Okay. But I think she's emerged, obviously. I think, like Liz Cook, she's gotten better with time. And that's all on the side. She clearly began to become more than just a pretty face at KGO. And some people weren't happy about it, not outwardly, because they're professionals for the most part, except a few, but they were angry, almost envious of the fact that Dion Lim certainly emerged as a top preeminent anchor at KGO 7, ABC 7. And they began to do things and make certain people like Dion Lim uncomfortable. This wasn't something really, I'll use the word outward again, but she became so uncomfortable, Dion Lim, that she told people she wanted out at Channel 7. And she did, and she does. Now, let's go right straight to the present situation. I've had people, like I just said, ask me, well, what's the deal? She's still on Channel 7. Well, her contract is up. And her agent, from some sources that I've spoken to lately, not that long ago, the agent, and apparently this is, talk about interesting, this is coming from mostly ABC7, that her agent now has been getting notices from the Disney people and the local KGO 7 folks that, hey, look, let's negotiate a deal. Let's try to keep Dion Lim at Channel 7. Now, a couple things. I don't think that's going to work. I think she's clearly not happy there. And what I see this as is, look, they might be trying to milk, or more specifically, Dion Lim's agent trying to maneuver her to get more moolah, cash, show me the money, that kind of stuff. That's a perfectly fine negotiating tactic from Channel 7 and Disney. But hey, look, turn it around. Her agent might be in a situation where he's trying to maneuver CBS to give her more cash. It's always about the money, right, folks? It's always about the money. That's the way life is these days. It always has been. But so let's just say this. At the present, she still wants out at Channel 7. She's not happy there. She's not happy there because people like a Ming Z, better known as Kristen Z, and others, again, not very pleased at her ascent at Channel 7. They won't say it like that. And the people behind the scenes at Channel 7, they know exactly what I'm talking about now. So do you. So is it still money-wise odds that she ends up at CBS? Ironically, up the street, literally on front, on Battery, I should say, at KPIX. That's where they broadcast the CBS news site 24/7. I still expect her to be there. Now, she hasn't gotten the formal okay from the CBS people who are responsible for the production of the CBS News 24/7, which, by the way, I've complimented. If you saw my review, I think they do a damn good job. It's a lot of technology and lights and features and monitor bankheads and all that instantaneous news in sort of a 21st century environment. But aside from that, it is Dion Lim also not only wanting out because of some of the unfriendly, SOBs, so to speak, at Channel 7, she all along, and I agree, by the way, she thinks she's network material. And this is sort of an extension of network material. The fact CBS is pouring in millions, CBS News, millions, and CBS too. CBS is pouring in millions of dollars on this gigantic, colossal project, which they see as kind of a mark against the other networks who clearly, don't have many cases the wherewithal to go against a deep-pocketed CBS. Now, of course, ABC, Disney, NBC, of course, owned by Comcast, they have deep pockets too. But they have kind of a cable ancillary networks. Whereas CBS, this is their means to get into the news business on a more, look, we're all streaming now, right? Everybody's kind of watching sports, entertainment, movies. Look at Netflix, look at all these peacocks and, all Prime. So that's the way it's going. So anyway, back to the situation. I'm going to just kind of say this. I don't believe that Dion Lim will ultimately stay. I've said that. She's gone. She may not be at well, let me rephrase this. She, in my estimation, will be at CBS News 24/7. Simply a couple of things. The environment at Channel 7 is quite toxic. And clearly she's agitated. The professional that she is, she's working on the anchor desk, fill in at KGO, right? Her contract is already up. And again, the agent, I believe, this is not exactly, it's an obvious conclusion. The agent is trying to get her a few more extra dollars, So look, nothing is shocking these days, but if she's not going to be at CBS, she will clearly, somebody's going to offer a gig. If it's not San Francisco, it'll be somewhere else. But my pick, my sources are telling me she still is primed for CBS News 24/7 and not at KGO. ABC. Disney may be trying their best now because they see handwriting on the wall. They understand the situation, maybe trying to maneuver in and give her a blank check or something, not blank, but something to that effect. Will it work? I don't think so, but that's the situation, folks. She's still pretty much a goner. My sources and my intuition from KGO, better known as ABC7 at the Embarcadero. Hey, look, become a member of my channel at YouTube. And also, folks, I have a new sponsor. It is AmFed or American Federal. Look, the economy is fluctuating. We're still in a inflationary mode. We have, all this news about, the Fed cutting interest rates. People are, freaking out, so to speak, some of whom are involved heavy duty investments. We have an election less than 30 days away. So people are diversifying their financial plans. So look, if you thought about gold or silver and you wanted to buy, maybe you're not kind of ready yet, call these people at AmFed. It's 1-800-221-7694. 1-800-221-7694. Maybe you want to buy some Krugerrands. Maybe you want to buy some gold, coins, some U.S. Eagle coins. Like I said, maybe you want to diversify your financial platform with your regular savings, your home, and you want to invest in gold or silver. Silver is very, very popular now. But call my good friend Nick Grovich over at AmFed, American Federal, 1-800-221-7694. That's again, 1-800-221-7694. And if you mention my name, Rich Lieberman, they will send you a complimentary gold investment kit and answer any of your questions. This is a privately owned investment group. They're not one of these conglomerates. Okay. They're good people. They're sponsoring my show. So do give them a call for all your future gold and silver needs, your portfolio. Hey, thanks for watching. Also, if you can, make a donation to my site. And thanks for watching the Rich Lieberman Media Pulse.